Okay, perfect. Welcome everyone. So we're gonna discuss about analytics. Okay, so analytics. Everybody must have heard the word analytics before, right? And during your school or college, also you must have heard, or during just browsing through, also you must have heard of analytics. So what in plain simple English, analytics? What does it mean? Analytics means that any data which is available to us, so that we can go ahead and analyze that data and use it for our benefit. Correct? Everybody agrees? That is what analytics means. That any data which is available for us, so that we can take the data and use it for our benefit. So we do analytics, we use analytics in our personal lives almost every day. You agree or not? Every day we are making some decision or the other. Yes? Be it a small decision, be it a big decision, we all are making decisions as human beings. Yes? I'll give you a simple example. When you get up in the morning, okay, and you want to go out somewhere, or first thing what you do, or even if you're not going out somewhere, first thing what you do is you make a decision of what to wear. Okay, whether depending on the other data points, like depending on the weather, depending on the occasion, depending on who's there, who's not there. Yeah, these are so many data points. Based on that, you will wear something comfortable. Correct or not? Does that happen? A lot of people make subconscious analysis. Subconscious analysis. Okay, subconscious analysis. Okay, check the spelling. Okay, later. Some, like for example, if you want to now, if you want to buy something, okay, this is a subconscious. What is the conscious analysis? Conscious analysis is something you want to buy. Okay, let's say you want to buy a new mobile phone. Okay, do you simply go ahead and just go to the shop and end up buying whatever they're selling? No, right? You always check what is the best one. You always go to Amazon or Flipkart and compare it and see according to your budget which is the best device that you can get. Correct? Do you do all that or not? Yes? Great. What about only Lipok does that? Nobody else? What about Mint, Timjan Naro, Santiwala, Santi Sola? You guys don't do analytics like this on a daily basis? Alright. So great. So it will be great if you can participate and chat quickly. Okay. Okay. No, so every day, everybody, every human is making decision. Every non-human entity is also are making decisions. Animals also make decisions. Okay. They also do analytics. Okay. However, the analytics that we have a lot more decisions to make. Okay. Animals have less decisions to make. Okay. Clear? Now, when we are doing using technology, when we are doing digital marketing, at that time also we use this, data, right? At that time also we need to analyze the data, correct? Now, what type of data? Okay. For example, if you are a website developer, you will develop a website. You will pay attention to the UI and the UX. That is also decision, correct? That is also some data that you're getting from other points. You will look at others' website. Okay, you look at what others have created in the world. Based on that, you will take some points from there and then incorporate it in your own design and you'll make it. Correct? You will see how much traffic others are getting in their website. Based on that, you will also have a parameter saying that, okay, if they are getting 10,000 visitors every month, I should also get 10,000 visitors every month in my website. Right? So these are the analytics that you will do. Correct? Yes or no? Everyone, please type yes. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So now, what are the tools which are available for digital marketing, especially for digital marketing? What analysis do we need to do? We need to now see we are doing social media marketing for some client. Okay, and the client is saying I need my page, my Instagram page to have at least 1,000 followers. Okay, from 0 to 1,000. So you will now start analyzing how to get the followers. Okay, Similarly, for your website that you've created, you'll now need traffic to come. You will now need people to buy. You don't want just people to visit and go away. You want people to buy the products and services, right? For that, you will use analytics. What type of analytics? The world's number one analytics is Google Analytics. Okay, Google Analytics. You guys have heard of Google Analytics? Google Analytics. It is very powerful, and it is one of the best tools, analytics tools and solutions for any business. Okay, Google Analytics. Fair enough. Everybody write down Google Analytics. So we will cover Google Analytics as a part of analytics learning. Okay, in this course. So by the time you graduate from this program, you will know that what is how to be a very good Google Analytics professional also. Okay, great. Sounds exciting. Yes or no? Great. Now, your homework will also include to write about Google Analytics and other analytics tools. And what is analytics? Okay. Not only Google Analytics, what are the other type of analytics which are available in the market, which are free? You have to write about that also. Okay. So you have to mention that also in your homework, which is to be submitted by Friday. So sorry, by Monday. Okay. Now next, backend. Everybody clear about analytics? When we do Google Analytics, obviously we'll get into the depth of it, and it's a big ocean on its own. Okay, so it's quite big. It's a huge topic. But as of now, you just understood, right? What is analytics? Analyzing the data that we have at hand. Okay, to make informed decisions. All right. The next is backend. What is backend? Have you ever understood what is backend? Have you ever heard of backend? Back end. So those who have not heard of backend, okay. So I'll tell you. I'll give you an example. Okay. I'll share the white screen. So everybody pay attention here. Okay. Now, what is this? Sorry. Yesterday we drew something here, right? What is this? Come on, guys. Type faster. What is this? Yesterday only we discussed, right? What is it, guys? Correct. It's a UI, but what is this? There's a word that I have told you guys. It's a structure. It's a shell. It's a wireframe. Okay. Wireframe. Yeah. In simple words, when you're making any metal work, you first make a frame, right? Yes or no? Correct. So in technology, when you're making any technology design, first you make a wireframe. Okay, like this. That's a UI. Okay, user interface. When you're making user interface, you have to first make the frame, and then on top of the frame, you have to add colors. Okay, colors, and then you have to add a lot of other things. Okay, but understand wireframe. Okay, wireframe is the basic structure. Okay, clear? This is a wireframe. Everybody type wireframe if you have understood wireframe. Type wireframe. Okay. In your homework, when you're giving UI UX, you have to also mention about wireframe. Okay. Now, so there are two parts to it. two parts to website development. Okay, the UI has two parts. Okay, one part is called front end. Front end. Okay, the other one is called back end. Back end. Okay, one is called front end, the other one is called back end. Clear? What is front end? What is the meaning of front end? Front end, which is in the front, you can see. Okay, you can see the color, right? You can see the shape, right? You can see the picture, right? You can see where the placement is, right? You can see the carousel, right? You can see the container, right? You can see the size of the container, right? You can see how many elements are there in the container, right? The container can have multiple elements. You can see a chatbot. You can see the footer. You can see the header, right? You can see the toggle buttons here, right? You can see the login page, right? You can see the social media icons here, right? You can see the share button here. You can see the affiliate links here, right? You can see the policy, terms and conditions, and company policies here. Yes, you see all that. You can see or not? Overall, you can see the entire content in the front end, right from the color to shape to everything. Yeah, the look. Okay, you can see the look of it, right? Yes. So front end is very important as well as back end. If the color is not matching and if it's not placed properly, if it's not designed properly, will you like that kind of website? No, right? You want front end to look very good also, but the back end is the engine. Okay, engine. Okay, now if the front end is designed very nice but the engine is not good, okay, you click on this, nothing works. It's loading, it's going round and round. Okay, again you click on this, again it's loading. Again you click on this, is again loading. Will you like that kind of website? No, right? So both front end plus back end, we need both together working. Yes or no? Everybody agrees? We need front end also, back end also. Correct? Back end is basically code. CODE, coding, code. Who does back end? There are back end developers whose only job is to do this. They are also website developer. Okay, but they are back end developers. Okay, write down in a piece of paper. Back end developers, back end dev. Okay, back end dev. Their job is to write the code. Their job is to do testing of the code. Their job is to do integration of different APIs. Okay, and there are a lot many other jobs, but then as of now, these are the basics. Okay, now front end, they work on the look, they work on the functionality. Okay, they work on implementation of other APIs like WhatsApp. Okay, like chat messenger, Facebook messenger. Okay, FB messenger, WhatsApp messenger, Telegram, social media channels. Okay, social media channels. So basically the look and feel and the functionality. Okay, backend, they work on the engine, they work on the code, they work on the testing, they work on the API calls. Clear? Yes or no? Both are clear. Both are completely two different people, two different jobs. Okay, they are in a different team. This is also a different team. One person can do both, but if it's a big website like Flipkart, one person can do both. No, it's not possible. Okay, so Flipkart has more than 4,500 software engineers, more than 4,500 plus software engineers only to work on backend. Front end also they have equally more than 4,500 only for front end. Understood? That many people, so more than 9,000 software engineers. not some random people from the street. It's all software engineers from the best college. They pick up. So more than 9,000 people are working on the website because Flipkart can afford, and Flipkart is a big work, right? Just imagine how much salaries they must be earning. Okay. So if you learn coding properly, coding as in if you learn web development properly, and if you understand the UI UX, you can also be one of the front end developers. Okay. Obviously, back end development you need software knowledge, coding knowledge, and all that. Okay. So back end we are not going to cover. Okay. But front end definitely you can learn. Everybody can do it. Yes or no? Yes or no? Correct. So this is also one of the career path. You can become a web developer. Okay, with a good knowledge of UI UX. Okay, will you get a job or not? If you have a good knowledge of UI and US, user interface and user experience, you're very good with it. Okay, people will hire you or not. They will ask you which college you went to, which village are you from, which state are you from. Okay, where are you from? They'll ask you all this, or they'll ask you these basic concepts. What is front end? What do you understand by back end? What do you understand by UX? What kind of questions do you think they'll ask? They'll ask the concepts, right? They will only ask you the concepts. They'll ask you what projects you have done and show me the work, show me your portfolio. That's all done. Job ready. Job, yes. Okay. So focus on that part. Focus on understand the concepts and then practice, practice, practice. Practice not only the, nothing to remember, just with your hand only you have to type, you have to practice and get into the world of technology. Okay. You have to love technology. Okay. Understood? Everyone clear? Okay. So which one you will choose out of this? This one or this one? Those who want number one, say number one. Those who like number two, say number two. Others? What about the girls? Because in the next 6 months, which one will give you jobs? Just ask that question to yourself. Number one will give you the job or number two? Okay. If you ask this question, you will obviously have the answer. Okay. Fair enough? Okay. Now, I want you to take a photograph of this. Okay. Just, or else, okay. So just take a photograph of this. I'll explain more in details. Quickly, quickly. Once done, we have to cover a lot. Let's go. Let's go. So a lot of, okay, great, done. So a lot of times what will happen is the front end and back end, okay, they have a lot of problems. Okay, the front end guys will say, I've done my work, it's working properly. The back end guy will say, yeah, I've done my work, it's working properly, but the website is not working. Okay. So at that time, it's your responsibility to understand not only a little bit about your work, but you have to also understand a little bit about their work also. Okay. Now, for example, I'll give you an example. This is a website that you're designing, okay, and you're obviously a front end developer, okay, and you're making this website, but the client wants some software to be integrated in this site, okay, a code, okay. You have made a design like this, which is all good, and you guys are working properly. You're working in collaboration with. You have to collaborate with a lot of teams, okay. You have to talk to them on a daily basis, not talk, but then on sorry, Microsoft Teams, okay. Your team will be in London or anywhere else, Mumbai or Delhi or wherever, right? So you will have to collaborate with UI UX team. So UI team will say, yes, I've created the wireframe. A front end development can start. Front end development will say, yes, I've started my work, but I need some problem. So we solve. But the problem is the functionality. This particular code it is not working properly. Okay, so you have to understand little bit of technical words, okay, like JavaScript. Okay, JavaScript. So JavaScript is a small script, a small code which is written by back-end developer, not front end. Okay, back-end developer, because they are developers. Okay, they write the code. Okay, and then they give it to you. Who? They give it to front end. Front end's job is to do copy paste. Copy the code from here, paste it here. That's all. After copy pasting, you refresh the page. If it's working, good. If it's not working, you have to inform it again. So you will have to say JavaScript that you have shared is not working. So you have to be aware of these kind of words, JavaScript, and little bit what it does. That's all. Little bit. Okay. Understood. So write down in your homework also, you have to write little bit about what is backend. Now you understand how backend is important for you. Okay. I'll give you another example. Let's say you're working in a restaurant. Okay. The example is, let's say you're working in a restaurant. So in a restaurant, you're working as a manager. Okay. Your job has nothing to do with cooking. Okay. Everybody is working as a manager. But a customer comes and complains about the food. He says the rice is not good. Okay. So you should know, right, what is rice? Because you have to go and tell it to the chef, saying that the customer is complaining that the rice is not cooked. But if you take a plate of momo and go to the chef and say, customer is saying rice is not good, and give a plate of momo to him, will he be able to identify what the problem is? Will the chef be able to identify? No, right? So you have to identify the problem. You have to, at least for that, you have to understand the words. Like that only. Similarly, you have to understand what is JavaScript, what are API calls. Write down API calls. Okay. I will explain while doing web development, but in the homework, I want you guys to do the research over the weekend. Okay, and in the research, first you do Google. After done Google, done Wikipedia. After Wikipedia done, last you will do YouTube. You will not do YouTube first. You will not do Wikipedia first. You just follow what I'm telling you. First do Google. After that, Wikipedia and YouTube. How will you do Google? You will use search parameters. You remember search parameters? Yes or no? Type yes. JavaScript. Okay. You'll type JavaScript and type what is JavaScript? What is JavaScript? And JavaScript.pdf download. And enter. The moment you put this in the Google, it will give you whatever PDF is there with the word JavaScript. It will come to you. Okay, it will save you time. This is how we do research also very fast. Okay, instead of others who are not trained, they'll simply put JavaScript, and so many people, things will come and they'll get distracted also. In between, what happens? You're searching something. In between, in YouTube, if you search in the first, okay, in the beginning only, if you put JavaScript in YouTube, what will happen is it will show you JavaScript, and then it will show BTS. Then it will show BTS. Then it will say BTS Army. Then BTS Army. Then Blackpink, and then Lisa. Ho gaya. You started with JavaScript. You ended with Lisa on ho gaya. Okay, this is how the algorithm of YouTube works, because based on the previous behavior, right? So this is why students are unable to concentrate. They get distracted. Why? They had started with JavaScript only. They had a very good intention. Just because they got distracted, and then the knowledge goes down. And then what happens? From here, the algorithm only shows this. You start at 1 p.m. in the afternoon. By 11 p.m., we are still watching BTS only. It happens or not? Tell me honestly. Has it ever happened that you started with something, you ended up with completely different topic, and you didn't even realize? You realize at the end. Has it happened? Yes or no? It has happened, right? I know. Not only you, it has happened with everyone. Okay, everybody who is using YouTube, it happens with them. Okay, so that's why I never suggest anyone to start with YouTube. Start with search parameters on Google. Now Google will only give you PDF. So if you start at 1 o'clock and you read all the PDFs, it will be, let's say, 3 o'clock. 2 hours you spend in searching. After that, your brain is already mapped with this information. Now you cannot get distracted unless and until you forcefully check for BTS. That's a different story. But technically, it's not possible. Then you go to Wikipedia. Again, you reinforce the learning that you have got from Google search. Again, after that, when you go to YouTube and you start something, you will end there only. Okay? Yes or no? Clear, everyone? Why is backend important for you to understand? Although you will never work on backend. Okay? Yeah, maybe in future if you learn coding and all that, that's a different story. But as of now, in the beginning, you nobody will give you a backend job. Okay? You will only be given WordPress, which is a no-code solution. Okay? WP. We'll learn WP, which is a no-code solution, and little bit of front-end work. Okay? And then little bit of UI UX concepts. That's all. Fair enough? Clear? What is WordPress? What is that? All that we'll cover later. But as of now, you've understood backend and how what is its role and why it is important. Okay, let's go to the next topic. Okay, the next topic is HTML. Okay, you remember HTTPS, Hypertext Transfer Protocol? This one is Hypertext Markup Language. Okay, hypertext means rich text, correct? So every village has its own language. Yes or no? Every village has its own language, right? They speak their own distinct language. Similarly, to make the website, code the website, we also use a different language. We use a language. We used to use a language. Now also we use. It's called HTML5. Okay, but at that time when I was doing HTML, it was very low version. Okay, HTML starts with hypertext, which you guys already know. ML stands for the language. Which language? M stands for Mungsun. Is it Mungsun language? Eh? Who said yes? M stands for Mungsun, or M stands for markup. Okay, so it's literally like Mungsun only. Okay, for computer. Okay, let's imagine the computer is there. Okay, computers interacts with the user. So markup is any language that the computer uses. Okay, understands basically. So markup language. Which type of markup language? Hypertext markup language. Okay, so this is used for writing code. Coding for web pages. Fair enough. Everybody understood? Similarly, we have different languages. We have Hindi, English, blah blah blah, French, German, right? Similarly, nowadays they have multiple languages. Okay, one of the programming languages Python. You must have heard of it. Python is the most easiest one. If anybody wants to learn Python, okay, they can learn. It'll you will learn very fast once you learn. Once you understand HTML very good. Okay, if you understand HTML coding language, then you can easily understand Python. Okay, fair enough. We will not cover HTML in this course. HTML is a decoding language, so that comes in a different course altogether. Okay, fair enough. Yes or no? Okay, great. Okay, so now HTML, you guys have to learn a little bit of words which are related to HTML language, HTML related words. Okay, so HTML also has important terms in its own. So your homework, write down important words. Okay, important words for HTML. Okay. Again, same what you'll do, you'll use search parameters. HTML words, or you can say terms. Okay, HTML terms. Okay, use these search parameters in Google. You'll get the entire list. Okay, no need to remember all that. No need to just read it once or twice and understand the what it means. What are different terms? That's all. Okay, because the work that you'll be doing, the backend will keep on giving you. So these words are something that you have to be aware of. That's all. Okay, you don't have to learn what it does, but just understand. Okay, fair enough. Clear? Yes, that's included in the homework. Obviously. Okay, just the words, nothing else. You don't have to write anything about HTML. What is HTML, history, geography? No, HTML is not covered. It's not a part of this homework, or it's not a part of this course also. But you have to be aware of what is HTML, what it does, what are the important terms. Simple as that. Okay, very simple. So basically, it's a language to make websites. Okay, it's a language to code a website. Fair enough. So I'll quickly show you one example. Um, let's say Flipkart. Okay, so uh, let me see the. I'll show you the code. There you go. Okay, this is the code. Can you see everyone? See, these are all the colors. Can you see the colors? Div means division. Okay, these are the colors. Can I change the color? I can change the color. I can make it pink also. Okay, let's say I click on this. Okay, how much is it? 24,000. Can you see when I'm hovering over? It's getting selected here on the right hand side, right? See on the left hand side and right hand side, I'm moving this. Can you see? Yeah. Okay. This I'm editing. Here it says how much. Okay. See, these are all the divisions. Okay. So basically, each and every HTML code is added to a container. Okay. And these are all the backend. The developers have to write each and every code. That is why development, they say it's difficult. Okay. When we do technology work, we have to sit down and write everything. Even a small full stop is not there, no, it will not work. Okay. Okay. Now look here. It says 27,000. It's 24,999, right? I can make it 999. And I'll copy simple. Okay. Can you see now? How much it costs now? This phone Vivo T2 Pro 5G, I can buy it for 999. Magic. So everyone, okay. So basically, that what I did was I just edited HTML code. So once you understand coding, once you understand HTML code and the Python code, you can do literally wonders. Okay, you can do the backend work. Backend is the most powerful word. Okay, fair enough. But you will not be able to buy it for 999 because the moment there is something called SSL certificate, right? You remember we spoke about the SSL certificate. Okay, but anyway, we this is not a hacking class. Okay, so we will never discuss about hacking. This is only for educational purposes. All right, fair enough. Okay. All right. So okay, so great. So what I request you is everybody go ahead and you know uh, make sure that your technology is up, up and running. Everything is working fine, so that you can submit your homework. If you're unable to, we will connect. Maren, we will connect right now after call. Okay, and we'll see what happens. Give me some time because I have another little bit of work that I have to finish. I'll finish that and I'll get in touch with you. But most probably tonight only we'll cover it. Santi Wala and Santi Sola, please make sure that once you get Santi Sola has a laptop already, right? So I don't want any excuses. I want everything to be done today. Okay. Would that be over today? Yes or no? Okay. If you have to sit down there and do it, do it. Might as well do it and then leave for your house. Okay. And if you need help from other team members, please request them. If they are okay to help you, then please, okay, take help from them. Okay. Ask Miran, ask other colleagues, or everybody, Timjir Naro and Lipok, everybody come together. You guys are a team. So help each other. Okay. And obviously, I'm always there. Anything, just give me a call as well. We'll be more than happy to help you. Right? But try from your end first and tell me what is the problem. Okay? And then after that, what I request you all is please make sure that the homework is completed in a digital format and uploaded. So tonight or maybe tomorrow by Saturday, you just start working on your homework. Okay? By Sunday, I will make sure that everybody has their own folders ready. Okay? So you just have to upload it. First, make sure that your work is you focus on your part. I'll focus on my part. Done? Deal? Perfect. Okay. All right. All right. Thank you so much again for joining in, and thank you again for attending this advanced digital marketing course. We are very close, getting closer day by day to your goal of becoming a professional and getting a job. All right. For that to work, we all have to work together, and we all have to start only thinking about digital technologies, digital marketing, okay, the latest AI technologies which are available, and research about it as much as you can. That is where you will get success by doing all these steps. Okay. All right, thank you so much. Good night everyone.